Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Charlotte 49ers. Taking on a team looking for its first win, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Charlotte's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the 49ers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some in their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown 49ers.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Looking for room, it's Murray. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Going for the big play. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time. So let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success. And it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. Jukes his way for more. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That's caught. It's sharp. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The play-action fake. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it down the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The 49ers in the hurry-up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Finds his tight end. This is a 3rd and long. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and route. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the 49ers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Charlotte, 10. Clemson, 7.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Air Force.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On second down, just keeps firing. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. With the catch, it's Murray. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Murray. Picking up a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Clemson! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Quickly complete. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to get to him. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. If you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The 49ers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
And the 49ers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He leaves it with his back. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Niners.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Charlotte, 24. Clemson, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone.
Defense on their heels, and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm. It's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it on the right. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number
These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Clemson, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to stay on his feet. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On second down, he'll let it fly. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still running at the 35. He's off to the races. Touchdown 49ers! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds space on the right. They make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that is another.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? It's complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to the ground with the running back. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick pass on the fly motion. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going to the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the other. They'll try it over the left side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll try it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
41, Clemson, 14.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Well, this one had all. They did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.